It's Ask Ritu. Thanks so much for sending in your questions across social media. Love hearing from you, so please keep your questions coming. The question I'd like to answer today goes like this. The world is opening up around me because of vaccinations, and I'm already feeling pressure to act happy and like everything is great. This is an aspect of COVID living that I really enjoyed, that I got to be more authentic. What should I do to stay that way in the post-COVID world? So I can't even tell you how much I loved this question, and not just because I wrote a book about authenticity, which you can check out online, but because I too feel like in this COVID world that we have been journeying through, it has opened the door to authenticity for so many people. And so I'm thinking even of celebrities like Chrissy Teigen or Gabrielle Union or Demi Lovato. So many people have used this COVID experience or moment to be more authentic about their experiences and challenges with mental health, unwellness, as it relates to experiencing pain and difficulty and just it being a really hard moment, let alone being in a place where we are frumpy dumpy all day long and what we're wearing, like the manicuring and the pedicuring and the eyebrowing and the hair and all of that. Like we have just like been au natural. And now the world opens up and it's like, what are we supposed to do? Like go back to those curated images of ourselves that we used to put out there or feel the pressure to be like, everything's perfect when it is so not perfect. And my answer would be, hell no, let's not make that happen. In fact, let's use this as an opportunity to course correct how we were living before. And let's really root and anchor into our authenticity, our vulnerability, by being who we really are and saying F it to the judgment and the noise that may come our way. And so there are a few things I wanted to offer you as strategies. And again, I have lots of tools online that you can check out since I'm a very passionate advocate for authenticity. I'm going to suggest that you actually literally sit down and have a conversation with yourself, like write it out or talk it out, type it out, whatever, and say to yourself, what are some of the aspects of my life now that may not have been the case pre-COVID, but I am anchoring to the way I'm living in these areas that I will not change. I don't want to change. I don't want to go back to that curated way I was being as it relates to my communication or my appearance or what I do with my accent or my hair or whatever. What are those areas in your life where you're like, I'm living more authentically here and I am not changing? Anchoring to them, but also in advance of going out into the world, saying to yourself, engaging in self-coaching, like what are the words or affirmations that I'm going to use in a moment where I feel the shutdown happening, like, oh, I'm supposed to like now start talking about how amazing, perfect my life is when it's not. I don't want to talk like that anyways. What do I do? You have the coaching words there ready for you. Things like stand in your power, which what I usually say. Be authentic. It's really important you do it. If you don't do it, who will? You got this. I got this. Like whatever it is that you can use with yourself in the moment to keep you anchored to your authenticity, I would suggest you do that. And then the last thing I would say is when you do it, when you boldly, courageously stand in your authenticity, give yourself a reward afterwards. Like buy yourself something nice, do something nice with yourself, tell people, celebrate your wins as it relates to being authentic, because this is how we engage in micro-behavioral shifts or nudges to move our behavior towards being more and more authentic. So I hope my suggestions were helpful. I love hearing from you all. Keep your questions coming, and thanks as always for watching.